Every day I get content from Chicago. I do. Now, I was going to label this stream. Hold on, let me write this down real quick because sometimes I get these good ideas and I don't always remember them. So I have so many different things that come through my head. I was going to label this stream Crook County. I was going to label this before I decided to actually make it a little bit more universal as far as different issues that's being dealt with across the United States of America. My initial thought was to label this show today as Crook County because I got so much content from Chicago. But instead, I decided to go ahead and go with a more migrant theme because that's something that's really being infiltrated inside the United States of America, deporting and all of that stuff, right? However, I said, let me pull one of my stories that you guys sent me from my email and let's have a conversation about what's going on in Crook County. That's what they calling it because they stealing people property, they're raising property taxes and all of that. Well, this is a video of an elected official in Cook County. Don't worry, Brandon Johnson, your time is coming soon. This is an elected official that was arrested on a DUI, but they made sure that they let you know that they're an elected official because they did not want to. Hold on, I got the wrong thing at the bottom. Let me make sure I get that right. Give me a second. There we go. Bam. They made sure that they let you know that they're an elected official. Check it out.
Well, we're learning new details tonight about the drunk driving arrest of an elected official from Cook County 2 weeks ago as the Chicago Police Department releases the police body cam video. It's clear the politician wasn't shy about letting officers know who she is.
How are you? How you doing? Are you all right? Do you need an ambulance or anything? Okay. Do you need an ambulance or anything? Let's walk to your car because I don't want you to get hit by a car, okay?
The first responding officer found 45-year-old Board of Review Commissioner Samantha Steele outside her car in the middle of Ashland Avenue in Andersonville.
Ain't it tripped out how you look a little different once you get a little makeup, you get a little sober, got your eyebrows arched, put some makeup on, get them lips going on. You know, I've been seeing a lot of women and draw extra lip. They lip in here and then they draw their lipstick all the way up here. And I'd be like, hey, where you get all of them extra lips from? But they look a little different for their county picture versus what they taking at, the mug shot.
Commissioner Samantha Steele outside her car in the middle of Ashland Avenue in Andersonville. There's extensive damage to the front of her car after hitting 2 other vehicles. Steele initially refused to cooperate.
I'm requesting your driver's license and your proof of insurance. I'm sure you can provide me with those 2 things while we're waiting for your attorney to show up.
I'll wait for him.
And that's when Steele referenced her political job.
Okay, ma'am. Do you want me to handcuff you and arrest you?
No.
Because right now at this point you're refusing to provide me any.
I am.
You are. You realize that, right?
Yes. I'm an elected official.
You what?
I don't want any of this.
Well, ma'am,
I'll
you're
wait
involved
for
in an
him.
accident. You've hit several cars.
2.
After a second officer shows up, Steele drops her political clout again.
I'm going to help you to exit. And you don't want that.
You don't want that.
I
I'm
do.
an elected official.
I actually do. Elected official of what?
Cook County.
Cook County. You elected which office? What's your name?
Well, she's clearly drunk and she's slurring her words, but she can't, listen, when you let that go, when you let that fly out your mouth, it's different nowadays. So, but wait a minute, back in the 90s and maybe even in the 2000s, maybe even the 2010s, you could have got away with that. You know what I'm saying? You could have let something fly. You know what? I'm an elected official and that might have flown. But now that they got these body cams, and I will also tell you, and this is the thing that people are not paying attention to. Police officers in and around the Chicago area don't like legislators right now because they are not supportive of the police. And so when you burn too many bridges, they don't rock with you. Look, if I was on these platforms and I was like, you know what, I hate the police and burn the police and Black Lives Matters and defund the police, man, I wouldn't feel comfortable being out here in these streets on a regular basis as a public figure. You know why? Because regularly, and thankfully, I'm authentically in favor of the police officers because I think that they are the ones that are truly on the front lines of most Americas. You call them first when you get into trouble. You don't call the military, you call the police, you call 911. I regularly get stopped or get pulled over, or police officers see me, or they see me walking in my building and stuff. They be like, "What up, Anton?" They give me love, they show me love, they stop, we kick it. I say, "I appreciate you." I run into them at the Pistons games on a regular basis. I am friends with the protectors of the city, the ones that got the badges and the guns. They are the coolest group of people. Man, let me give a shout out to the Detroit police. Let me give y'all a round of applause. And I also want to give a shout out to the Oakland County and the Wayne County sheriffs. I got some friends and families. I got some cards of people. They said, "Anton, if you ever get into a situation, call this." And yeah, I got a bunch of little cards right here with the people. I'm not going to show you who my contacts are. I got a lot of them over here too. I said, "Anton, if you ever get into a situation, call me. Let's fix this. There ain't no reason in the world that anybody should be giving you no problems." And so you show them love, they show you love. But y'all been against the police in Illinois. Y'all been against the police over there in Chicago. As a matter of fact, the mayor of Chicago led one of the coalitions against defunding the police, and then he tried to walk it back once he became mayor of Chicago. And now you down 2,000 police officers, and they only show up some of the time, and you remove ShotSpotter too. That's why they don't want you to show up at their funerals. But it's okay. Let's continue. As a matter of fact, I want to go to the actual footage. Let me see if I can get the actual footage up. Give me a second.
She says she knows you. She said you
does
texted
know
her.
me. She's my friend.
Okay, so exit the vehicle
No,
then.
I'm not leaving the vehicle.
Ma'am, if you don't exit the vehicle, I'm gonna help you to exit. And you don't want that.
You don't want that.
I
I'm
do.
an elected
I
official.
actually do. Elected official of what?
Cook County.
Cook County. You elected which office? What's your name?
I'm Sam.
Sam who?
She clearly drunk. She hammered. She is 100% hammered and out of her mind. She's clearly drunk.
If her friend tells her to walk out, to step out.
No, she's saying she's an elected official of Cook County.
I don't want to
Okay.
be on the video.
Oh, you are on video.
You are on video.
You are
It
on
has
video,
to be on
ma'am.
video. Yes, ma'am.
So you need
I'll
to.
wait for my attorney.
Okay.
Nope, I'm waiting for my attorney.
Yeah, now I see. Sometimes I was thinking to myself, I remember, you'd be at a bar, you'd be at a situation or whatever, and then people be like, "Oh, just have a drink or have a two or whatever, so on and so forth. Are you drinking?" And I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good." "Oh, you driving tonight?" "Yep, I'm driving tonight." "Well, if you just have one or whatever, it's not gonna make that big of a deal. And I've just always erred on the side of caution because I've never wanted a DUI. I've seen what they go through. Um, but more importantly, I always used to wonder to myself, well, how would the police officers be able to tell whether you're drunk or not to administer a test? Now I see. When you look at these body cams and stuff like that, thank God we got body cams. You can tell when a person is clearly drunk and they slurring. And it's so dumb because nowadays you don't even have to worry about not catching a cab. I remember back in the day, we didn't have the ability to catch cabs in rural areas and stuff like that because they didn't service that area. It's not like New York. Nowadays, you can call an Uber from anywhere. If you know that you're going out to drive, or you going out to drink, or you going out to have a good time, why even take your car in the first place? Put yourself at a disadvantage to have to force yourself to call an Uber or call a Lyft or take a cab. Instead, you put your whole reputation, you put your whole life on the line, you put your job on the line, you ruin your reputation, and now you look stupid. You trying to pull rank and use clout because you inebriated and you out here looking like a dummy. Somebody said cops are the biggest drunk drivers. Don't got nothing to do with me. Don't got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to even take my car if I'm going out somewhere where I know I might drink. You know why? Because now I'm just going to put myself in a position where I have to catch an Uber. I have to catch an Uber. You can't convince me that I'm going to drive. It's not even that big of a deal. It's just Ubers ain't even that expensive no more.
So she's not exiting. We're gonna have to make her exit, and she is not compliant right now, as you can see.
Does she?
And she says she's an elected official of something we don't even know.
Does she need to be compliant at this moment?
Of course she does. She was
Well, I
involved in
mean,
an
can she
accident.
wait? Can she wait for her attorney?
No.
Well, regardless of
She
the
was
attorney being here
involved
or
in an
not,
accident.
you
Okay.
still have to conduct a field
Even
sobriety.
if the attorney is here, there's nothing he's gonna tell her. She was involved in an accident and we're doing our investigation. And obviously she doesn't want to. Ma'am. Okay, here's the thing. You were involved in an accident, correct? So you're gonna have to exit. If you don't exit, then we're gonna make you exit.
Accident the car.
Can you give her a
Sorry,
second?
that's
I think you should do
Give her
that.
a second.
That's all you have to do.
That's the attorney.
Get out
You
of
told
the
her you
car.
have to exit.
I think that's
Okay, he told you to exit.
You need to get out of the car. Yes, do that. That's all you got to do, and then
Hey, on the low, being an elected official with an attorney on speed dial is kind of crazy to me. But most people don't just have an attorney on speed dial.
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
I'm waiting for him.
Yeah, you gotta come out.
You get out of the car.
Exit
I'll
the
be
car.
Now, be careful with traffic. Stay right here. Stay right here. We don't want you to go out, get involved in the accident.
Okay.
It's fine.
Now you can hang up the phone, ma'am. We're
No.
still doing our
My
investigation.
attorney.
Okay. Now, tell your attorney, since he's on the phone, are you going to do field sobriety tests or no?
No.
Okay.
No,
Are you
wait,
being
wait.
arrested? You say no. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. We were waiting for that. Because she just refused. I asked her to do field sobriety tests and she refused.
Now bring your elected official behind and get these metal bracelets and get in the back of the car.